Oh, hey! Hey, I'm so glad that you made it. Welcome to Master Race Frankenstein Radio. I was just sweeping. I was just cleaning the house. Just cleaning my house. Ooh, have you done that recently? You know, it's really funny how quickly it gets dirty. I mean, it's really funny how quickly a house gets dirty. You don't even see the filth until you take the broom to the floor. Don't even see the filth till you take the broom to the floor. I had scheduled today with a gentleman, an actual gentleman called Jordan. Jordan goes by Jord, and he is he's a YouTuber on. Hey, one person tuning in. Welcome to Master Race Frankenstein Radio. So Jord is a YouTuber that I like a lot. He wasn't able to make it today. I had them scheduled with one of his people. He's got this chat. It's called, well, you don't need to know what it's called. But the freaking guy wouldn't come on because I don't use StreamYard. Let me tell you something about StreamYard. Let's lead with talking about StreamYard. I don't know. I think StreamYard is a cult, right? Is it maybe a cult? The StreamYard cult? What's the meaning of the duck? I know that the duck is an esoteric symbol. $30 a month? Are you kidding me? I've been there. I tried StreamYard. They want $30 a month. I ain't messing with no StreamYard. You know what I do? I stream directly through YouTube for free. But, you know, I had planned to stream. I had a guest, and then I had a guest. Now, no guest. Now, it's just me, and you're my guest. But right now, what are you doing? Okay, I've got a pile of dirt, and my freaking goofy cat here is eating dirt. Look, everything's a symbol. Did you know that? Everything's a symbol. So what does it mean to clean house, brothers and sisters? What does it mean? In Hebrew, if you don't know, look, I'm normally active on a channel called Master Race Frankenstein Radio. That's my @ I'm banned right now for 2 weeks because I posted a video that had a picture of a swastika in it. Anyway, in Hebrew thought, a house is not just a structure, it's a body of people. A house is a family. A house is a family. Let's think of things in terms of symbols, because there's more to life than what things seem to be. Everything is a symbol. If house means family, right? Like the house of Jacob, the house of Israel, right? These are the children and the family of Israel. What is your house? Think about your house. Does your house need to be cleaned? I'll tell you this. My house needs to be cleaned. I'll tell you what that means for me. I'm going to get vulnerable with you, okay? I'm going to get vulnerable with you, and I'm going to tell you about what's going on inside of my house. And I want you to think about your own house as well. So right now, I'm sweeping my floor, and there's dust, and there's dirt, and there's string, and there is all kinds of random crap. You know, there are things across this floor that I don't necessarily understand. The filth that is about your house strewn all over it, you might not necessarily understand it, but you need to know that it's there. You really do. And it's important that you clean your house. So let's get to thinking about how to do that in the context of a person's house being his family. How can you clean your family? Well, what is the nature of the filth in a person's family? I guess it's time that I sit. I need to sit down. Let's talk about our families and how to clean them. In my family, and I'm speaking of myself as well, not just the people in my family. I'm part of it, right? I'm part of this. I'm part of the house. It's my house. There's pride. There is greed. There's resentment. I mean, these are the three things that come out to me most. There are dire consequences, brothers and sisters, to not cleaning your house. Pride. Who in my house is proud? Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's me and I don't even know it. Sometimes I think I'm righteous, but I'm really just proud. This is called sin, self-indulgence, indulging in one's own emotions. We make mistakes, brothers and sisters. We make mistakes. Since I've been saved, I say that I've been saved. But even after I've been saved, I have backslid and fallen into patterns of selfishness. Pride is one of them. Pride is one of them. It is as a wedge that comes between you and the people you love. Whenever there is a contention between yourself and somebody that you love, it's important to stop reacting and take a step back. Take a step back, my friends, and try to get out of yourself. Get out of yourself and remove yourself from it. Try to see what's really going on, because I have caused a lot of destruction by remaining in confrontation with people who might have offended me, or with things that I don't understand that I was reacting to. And it took 6 months for me to separate myself from it and see that I had actually made a mistake. Let me give you an example. And I'll tell you this first. If you don't clean your house, God will clean your house. And when you do clean your house, it is God who is cleaning your house. But what you can either let him work through you, or he will put you to the side that he may do his work in another way. But you don't want that. It's really painful to be plucked out of your own house and put to the side that it may be cleaned by another. So you need to humble yourself, brothers and sisters, and recognize that maybe the filth that defiles your house is in you. Is it in you? Look at the people in your house who you might judge. Let's say that your judgment is righteous. Now look in the mirror. Are you a hypocrite? What is a hypocrite? It's a Greek word. A hypocrite is one who is an actor in a play. One who wears one mask in this scene, but for the next scene, changes his mask, wears multiple parts. This is not an earnest person. This is somebody playing parts, not being themselves. It's a scary thing to be yourself, because you're an evil man or woman. You're evil. I'm evil. But I have a choice. I can either confront the evil in me that's coming out of me, that's imposed upon the people I meet, or I could change my mask and keep pretending that I'm something other than what I am. You can continue to change your mask, brothers and sisters, and you can continue to be a different thing to try to hide that evil son of a bitch that you are. Or you could just face it, and it hurts. You could face it. You could face it and look at it from a distance. How are you affecting the people in your house? Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." It is hard to make peace. And you know, maybe you think it's impossible. Maybe you think it's impossible for you to make peace. How could I have the power to bring peace to other people? You might think, I don't have the power because I've tried this and I've tried that and I am rejected and the hostility it continues. When you're looking into your house and you're cleaning it, you can't control the other people in it. You want to. I have wanted to. You cannot control it. You cannot control them. You can't stop them from leaving wrappers and crumbs and all this. You cannot make a person behave in accordance with your will. And if you think that you can, well, why don't you talk openly about what happens when you try? And let's see if you really believe in that. The only filth that you can clean permanently, I say permanently, I don't even mean that. It's not true. See, in this moment, I have a conviction that's false. But all you can influence is yourself, my friends. You can pick up your own trash. You can pick up your own crumbs. You can clean up after yourself and be an example to those who you live with, be them the people abiding in the or abiding rather in the same walls as you, or on the same block, in the same town, in the same city or state. Go as far as you want to. You have the power to influence people, for better or worse. If you have an ugly attitude, which is just complacent with the filth, if you're happy with the dust on the floor, if you're happy with, here, I'll use another example from my life. I have been lazy about cleaning the litter box. Some of you might know about litter boxes. And one day I go down my hall and there are footprints, gray footprints, going down my hall. It's a mixture of urine and clay. Ew! This is going across my house. Well, it's because I haven't been cleaning my house. Part of this is because I choose to keep the company of cats. I am obliged to clean their litter box if I do not want to walk across their urine. Does that make sense? I have to sacrifice part of myself in order to make this situation work with them. I need to clean the litter box. This example of cats applies also to people. Let's say that there are people that you love, whom you value, and you want in your life, but they act like cats, and they'll shit and piss in a place and then walk through it and track it throughout the house. Do you scream at the cat and tell it to change? Okay, well, should you scream at the person? Let's say that you are ready to clean your house and there's somebody in your house that is making it a mess. Do you think that it makes sense to scream at them and declare, this is what you should do because you are bringing filth into my home? Well, I don't know. Turn it around. Get introspective. Look at it from a distance. You've been that person. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was 10 years ago. Maybe it's when you were a child. And there was space for you to grow so that you can stop imposing on other people just because of your selfish whims. Pardon me if I scratch my nose a lot. My nose is already always uncomfortable, and now I'm growing this freaking mustache. Grace is what I'm getting at, brothers and sisters. For a wooden floor, you might use a broom and a mop. But for your friends and your family, your grace, your patience, and your forgiveness, these are the broom, and these are the mop. If you do not want this person in your house, then go, then turn away from them. It's that simple. If you invite them to change, because you need them to change in order to coexist with them, and if they will not, then let them be. But have grace in it. Have grace as you do whatever you do. But if they're in your life to such an extent, you probably want them to be there. And if a person is selfish and filthy, do you think it's because they're just pieces of shit? Ugh, piece of shit. They're probably suffering. Did you know that you're not the only one who's suffering? We all suffer. But it's a funny thing. Even as we suffer and we wish that people would bear patiently with us and be graceful with us and be understanding and give us love, yet we tend to be proud in dealing with people. What if you need grace? What if you need patience and forgiveness, and the people who would give you those things instead opt to give you pride and to say, you are a fuck up and you need a change. And this is what you have done wrong. This is the mess that you have made. Go and clean your mess and get the fuck out of my life if you're not going to be the way I want it to be. That's how people tend to act, isn't it? We're very proud. God knows I've been that way often, all throughout my life. I've been a very proud man who, thinking that I'm addressing a mess and who is cleaning it, I'm actually making it dirtier. I'm actually filling my house with more filth than needs to be cleaned. Hostility cleans nothing. It is only filthy. Filthy. Grace is a mop and a broom. If a person cannot take care of themselves, cannot respect the space they live in or the people they interact with, do you presume to change them through hostility? Or maybe you don't care and you just want them away. I can't tell you how to act, and I don't know your life. All that I know is my own. And I know that I've been a bad man. And that if it had not been for the patience and the forgiveness and the grace of the people that I've encountered in my life, I don't know what I would have. I have no clue. But I wouldn't have peace and I wouldn't have any love. I'd have anger and fear. I mean, I have 2 baby mamas. You ever heard of a baby mama? I'm not talking about an infant who has given birth to another infant. That's not what I mean by that. Ask. All right, yeah. It's really hard to have a good and healthy relationship with people, especially who you've had major contentions with. But I'll tell you this, my friends, the only thing stopping you from cleaning your house is your own filth. If you take a broom or a mop to your house and you have defiled it with your own filth, you're not cleaning anything. You've deluded yourself. You are going through the motions of cleaning while yourself are defiling the whole place. Do I say this because I have become a perfect man who wants to make you perfect? I'm not a perfect man. And it's happened recently that I thought that I was cleaning my house, but I was actually defiling it. I'm almost 2 years married. And my life has changed in ways that are very different than what I anticipated whenever I married this woman My wife is from Georgia, and I'm from Louisiana, where I live. And I brought her here to Louisiana, and almost 2 years later, she's back in Georgia. I'm not going to get into the analysis of that, but I'll tell you this, my friends. We had certain troubles that I endeavored to clean, but because I was filthy, I had no power to clean it. And she's a clean freak, and so she left. I thought I was this holy man. Turned out I was holy, so much that I was a Pharisee, a freaking hypocrite. And when I found Christ, it's because I had humbled myself. But later in my life, because I had been humbled and because I had found Christ, I didn't realize my errors, and so I had to be humiliated. So humility comes in two forms, I have learned. And maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm being filthy as I speak to you now. You can either be humble, which is voluntary, or you could be humiliated, which is not voluntary. But either way, the truth will prevail over you, my friends, if you do not abide in it. So if you're going to clean your house, start with yourself. Begin there with yourself. Look into yourself. Turn away from whatever you think you know. Whatever you are convinced that you know for sure. Well, if there are any contentions in your life, well, then maybe there's something you don't know. And maybe you've been arrogant. Let go of it. Let go. I believe you that you want to clean the house. But how can a pile of dirt clean anything? What though the house has been swept and mopped, but the broom and the mop have been in the hands of a pile of dirt? I don't know, you tell me.